We're going to show you some of the most useful lessons of colour theory, so that you can use these to improve the impact of colour in your own pictures. Experimenting with colour is the perfect way to train your eye to pick out key shades, complement tones, or even clash them deliberately to create bright and beautiful photos. A great way to start learning and experimenting is to use a colour wheel. These rainbow circles show the relationship between different hues. The primary colours red, yellow and blue are spaced evenly around the circle, with secondary colours in between. An easy rule of thumb to remember is that colours that sit next to each other will work together really well, and colours that are directly opposite on the wheel will also complement each other nicely. To start with, try picking a single bright colour to use as a focus point in an otherwise neutral composition. Vibrant colours like red, yellow and pink work best for this technique. We've positioned our model against a stone background in dark, neutral clothes and then added a single splash of red with a scarf. This adds a really strong element to our photo that instantly draws the eye into the frame. A splash of bright red is always a great way to make a composition come alive. Another easy and attractive way to focus on colour is to put together lots of different shades of a single colour. Doing this with cool colours like blue and green creates calming, harmonious shots. We've dressed our model in green and included a background of trees and lawn for a monochromatic composition that has a feeling of tranquility to it. Once you've experimented with single shades, try contrasting different colours successfully. The term complementary colours refers to two colours on polar opposite sides of the colour wheel. Blue and orange, for example, will always work well together, and so will red and green. Model Sarah's blue dress contrasts beautifully with the warm orange and yellow tones behind her, creating a portrait that is bold and arresting without jarring the eye of the viewer. You don't always have to follow the rules though. Selecting a few colours at random and then clashing them together can create really exciting kaleidoscopic compositions. Experiment with props to see what looks good. These bright yellow flowers against an equally bright background of blue and green and purple clothing creates a really attractive rainbow effect. Finally, when it comes to using colour, getting the lighting right is crucial. Colours can look very different under sunlight or artificial light, but it's the position of a light source that creates the biggest difference in what we see when we perceive colour. Frontal lighting, where the sun or light source is behind you, will give evenly distributed light and will always be the best choice if you want strong, accurate colours across the scene. We can see this with our shot of Sarah in a rainbow scarf. Side lighting creates more contrast, with some areas which are well lit showing strong colours, whilst in areas of shadow, colour will be weaker. If used carefully, this can create a dramatic colour composition. Notice how in this shot, some areas of the scarf appear more colourful than others, simply because of their position to the light. Backlighting, such as shooting into the sun, produces muted colours in the model's scarf, as the subject is just lit with a soft reflected light. This is best used when you want a more monotone or a more harmonious shot. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to shoot colour, but by altering the combinations in your composition, you can start making colour theory really work for you.